And then, of course, Mr. Water Engine,
Right.
They tried to buy him out right away with exorbitant amounts of money. $250 million was the offer from GM.
Yes.
I think Ford offered him twice that, $500 million. And then he just like that was
yes.
It was the story. It was on the news. It was on the TV news. They're interviewing him and everything else. There were other people that knew this guy was alive and made this, right?
Right.
And after that story breaks, nothing. He just disappears, fucking, right?
Right.
And then it was like, I think it was 3 weeks later.
Yes.
They reported, I actually saw the UBC report. They have their own school paper at the university.
Yes.
And they had reported that he had died mysteriously.
Right.
Yeah. So there you go. We could be living 225 years and driving around in cars that use water, but no.
Right.
And you would think you just
yes.
off the top of your head, like you, Bill, you're one of those global warming psychos.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, wouldn't you want a car that runs on water and to live to 225?
Yes.
Of course you would, because you're 90 now.
Right.
Right. I think it's pretty fair to say that Bill's not going to be here in 10 years. Right. This is not really in the cards, but wouldn't it be great, Bill, if we were sitting here right now and I was telling you, you know what, Bill, you've got another 135 years to go, right?
Right.
Yeah. Of course you would. Actually, no, you'd still be fucked because his research didn't come out till 94.
Right.
So, yeah, bye.
Right.
There's nothing we can do about that. I mean, he's kind of boned. Oh, it's okay. I mean, I'd be right along there with him.
Yes.
Actually, we all would, because, then it would be the, well, sadly, it would be all the transgender 12-year-olds now
Right.
that could have benefited from that. But stop and think a minute.
Yes.
Yes, America's got 6% retards.
Right.
And that was the 6% that voted Joe Biden.
Right.
We've got the retard.
Yes.
Though every one of those kids could have been like incredible contributors to society. They could have been real Olympic champions,
Right.
Not just there because they say they're a woman now. And then, you stop and think about the effects on the environment.
Yes.
If every car we had, well, let's give them a couple of years for tooling the lines and actually building and putting out the cars from 94. So let's say by the time, the year 2000 rolled around.
Yes.
There was zero emissions. Zero emissions.
Right.
All these companies, they kill me with it.
Yes.
Oh, well, we're going to have a zero carbon footprint by 2050.
Yes.
Right.
Bullshit.
Right.
There's nothing that you're doing now that you're not going to be doing then for all that money.
Right.
No way. Once you get that magic recipe or magic sauce or whatever the hell it is that you're selling in your frickin' companies, you ain't changing that shit.
Right.
Well, except for like Coca-Cola and companies like that now put COVID-19 in all your food.
Right.
Either that or the vax.
Yes.
Right?
Right.
Something I was talking to Kate the other day, and she's one of these QAnon.
Yes.
QAnon people. Yeah, she's all there.
Right.
Yeah, whack job. Say it. Go ahead.
Right.
Yeah. anyway, she's talking to me about all these conspiracy theories all the time,
Yes.
and how there are no coincidences.
Yes.
And,
Right.
it's all part of Trump's plan. I'm sorry, but anybody's plan that includes Joe Biden talking to the president of Russia.
Right.
Yeah. I don't care who you are. That is a failed plan. That is fail big time.
Yes.
Right.
Anyway, so I was talking to her the other day, and,
Yes.
and she was talking about the COVID and blah 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 blah, and I know, Mark, we're going to get to that COVID rant. Yeah. She's talking about it, and
Yes.
and she's sitting there talking about it, and talking about all the nefarious things that the government is doing.
Yes.
Right?
Right.
And I'm just sitting here thinking to myself, you know what, self, if I was really part of the evil cabal, right?
Right.
Which is who she says we're fighting against, right?
Right.
If there was really an evil cabal,
Yes.
okay, bent on world domination through whatever, right?
Right.
Wouldn't you think?
Right.
Wouldn't you think, instead of, filling planes up with strange chemicals and doing this chemtrail thing,
Yes.
wouldn't it be a whole lot smarter to put shit in our food?
Right.
Right? I mean, we know it's common knowledge
Yes.
that the government has been putting specifically fluoride in our water for decades, right?
Right.
And we all know what that shit does.
Yes.
Right.
And yet every day we still make our coffee. And, yeah.
Right.
But so we've known about that.
Yes.
That's public knowledge. That's not even a conspiracy theory anymore. It used to be.
Yes.
Until the truth got out. Right?
Right.
It's not even that anymore.
Yes.
No. So, that you say, well, there's fluoride in the water.
Yes.
Everybody's like, well, yeah.
Yes.
Right.
It's because everybody knows.
Yes.
So that's not a big thing. But, man, you should see everybody go shit bat crazy when I say, oh, they're putting COVID in your, cigarettes or your coffee or your,
Right.
right? And really,
Yes.
COVID isn't COVID.
Yes.
Right.
No, I know. Yeah, Biff, it's fine.
Yes.
Right.
No, but seriously, folks, COVID is not COVID.
Yes.
No.
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 Yes.
Right.
Say it with me. COVID-19
Yes.
is not COVID-19.
Yes.
No.
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 Yeah.
No. God.
No, not at all.
That's better.
Right.
It's not, because if you go back to December of 2019,
Yes.
yeah, that thing that was released in Wuhan,
Yes.
okay, if that was COVID-19,
Yes.
that's not what the rest of us got.
Right.
No, it's not. But I'm going to digress.
Yes.
Biff's like, we're almost out of time. You can't get into this shit now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, whatever, buddy. I got to get the truth out. I told somebody the other day, I'm Alex Jones without the supplements. Right?
Right.
But no, like, that's not it. Because if you go back
Yes.
to when that was released, one of the doctors, I forget his name, Dr. Chen,
Right.
right? I don't know, Dr. Chen or Dr. Chung or
Yes.
Dr. Wang Chung.
Yes.
Right?
Right.
I know one of these guys that worked at the lab.
Yes.
Okay. Now, this was an actual employee at the lab.
Yes.
He was a virologist. He actually helped make it.
Yes.
Right.
When this got out, he started doing a bunch of cell phone videos.
Yes.
And he would upload them to the Chinese dark web.
Right.
No, true, because I ran across all those videos when I was looking for Hunter Biden's laptop.
Right.
Fuck Joe Biden.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. So anyway,
Yes.
you watch all these videos.
Yes.
And you know, he's a professional. He's a doctor, for Christ's sake. He's not. This isn't some actor that's been paid to make up this story to make things worse than they actually are. Right. But anyway, there was a bunch of these videos that got out to Instagram too, as well, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
And so, I mean, they're out there. People know about them.
Yes.
And it was like the first 3 weeks, this guy would do videos for Wuhan.
Yes.
And he would put out these videos, and literally you see people in the streets.
Yes.
And one old guy in particular, I remember, he's coming up the right-hand side of the street on the sidewalk.
Yes.
And he's walking up, and he walks up to by this, it looks like some kind of a storefront, right?
Yes.
Big glass windows, floor to ceiling kind of thing. So,
yes,
you know, I guess there's like, you know, cantaloupes in there or something.
Right.
So anyway, he walks up and he looks in the window.
Yes.
And he starts shaking and he drops to the ground. He's convulsing, right?
Right.
He's shaking around. He's exactly like if you saw the movie Dawn of the Dead,
yes,
right? He's a twitcher. Okay.
Right.
So there he is. He's convulsing on the ground, like,
yes,
and the guy's just letting the video roll. He's not going to help him. Like,
yes,
fuck that, right? You don't want to catch this shit. So the guy's and he's seizing, and then like after about 40 or 50 seconds,
yes,
he's fucking stiffing up and he's dead. Right?
Right.
Now, that's not COVID with, you know, emphysema.
yes.
Right.
Like all our old folks are dying in the old folks home from, you know, old age, right?
Right.
But they say it's COVID, right?
Right.
So these people are dying of COVID.
Yes.
Okay, whatever. So this old guy, and nobody went near this guy.
Yes.
Because it's a fucking plague, right?
Right.
And like, I don't know, 5 minutes later, this government white wagon shows up.
Yes.
And these two guys out in level 5 hazmat gear get out and scrape the guy up off the ground, right?
Right.
They put him in the van and off they fucking go.
Yes.
And there was people Twitch dropping all over Wuhan, like, and I'm serious, like in some of the shots there was like 5 or 6 people in a frame,
yes,
that were all fucking doing the twitchy jig and dying, right?
Right.
So there's all these people dropping like flies there,
yes,
and they're talking about this thing. Oh, it's coming to the USA.
Yes.
And I'm like, not unless you fly it here.
Right.
And so long story short, he goes for another couple of weeks.
Yes.
And he's not going to work anymore. No, he's
No.
not he's not working at the lab anymore because, of course, they're hunting him. Right?
Right.
So what he's doing to further his case,
yes,
is he's dressing up in his own level 5 hazmat gear.
Yes.
And, you know, full mask and everything else. So you don't know who the fuck he is. He's just another Chinaman in a mask, right?
Right.
And he's going to the hospital at Wuhan.
Yes.
And he's going through the emergency ward, and he's taking video of the emergency ward, and he's taking video of the different floors in the hospital and how they're all packed with people.
Yes.
And, like, literally, I'm telling you, that whole city is fucking dead.
Right.
And these people were twitching in the beds.
Yes.
They were twitching on the fucking floors.
yes,
Right.
It is like somebody had like a Kenny Chesney special on or something. Like,
Right.
you know? Or sorry, the Brooks and Dunn boot scoot and boogie. That's what they're doing. They're all doing the boot scoot and then they're dead.
yes,
Right.
Right. So these people dropping like flies.
Yes.
Like literally, like in front of me on the video, there's like 60 people that die just in the video.
Right.
Like in the space of 5 minutes.
yes,
We don't have that.
Right.
Right? And I think that the first country that supposedly got COVID-19 after fucking Wuhan
Yes.
was somehow France